Former Secretary of Transportation is coming to campus.
Plus, the Onondaga County budget has been approved with a big impact on farm tourism.
And what will the weather look like for Parents Weekend? News Live at 6 starts right now.
It's Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Students are making music here in Syracuse. Welcome into News Live at 6. I'm Anjana Dasam.
And I'm Matt Lesnik. Citrus TV's Maddie Ritter joins us from outside Oh My Darling in downtown Syracuse. Maddie, I don't recall that restaurant playing music though.
Yeah, Matt. So Oh My Darling actually has a secret music venue called The Fits. This new organization on campus called The Scene is putting on monthly jazz performances. This comes after there was a shutdown for live music on campus.
It just started up a couple weeks ago at the very beginning of the semester, and because of the lack of house show scenes or house show venues on campus, we're really trying to get people excited about live music still, even though there's not something like directly on campus. Happy with the poll that we got. Both people from the music school in VPA and also from all walks of campus. And it was a really great night. Lots of fun music, good food, you know, friends hanging out.
We apologize for those technical difficulties, but the Maxwell School of Citizenship and Whitman School of Management will be hosting former Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg as part of their Pontarelli Speaker Series. The talk focuses on issues of sustainability and leadership. The event will take place next Friday in the auditorium at the National Veterans Resource Center and is a ticketed event with students being required to show an SUID upon arrival.
And University Union is bringing back Harvest Festival, this time partnering with SGA and Greek Council. The festival is set to feature a DJ competition, seasonal eats, and exciting activities. Proceeds will be donated to charity, and the festival is set for October 5th in Walnut Park.
Need something to do this family weekend? Sunday, rain or shine, 12:30 to 6:30. Come out to the Westcott Street Cultural Fair. The fair will feature artwork, food, and activities for families to enjoy. There will be 76 booths on Westcott Street, along with booths on Dell, Beach, Harvard, and Victoria Streets. You can find a schedule of music featured at the fair at thewestcottstreetfair.org.
And this week wraps up the end of Climate Week, and Mayor Ben Walsh announced Syracuse earned a certification from the Conservation Climate Smart Communities for taking action to create a more sustainable climate. Some of this work includes changing from LED streetlights, traffic signals, and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Syracuse is now a part of the other 175 communities in New York to earn this award and for future plans that are already in works for the new Climate Action Plan.
Now, Anjana, speaking of this climate, I mean, it's been really rainy recently.
I know. I hate the humidity. It like ruins my hair. But you know what? Today I did see some sun peeking out. I am so glad that we're getting that sun back. But here to tell us more is our Jude Bazerman. Jude, how's it looking out there?
Hey, Anjana, that humidity, that's not my friend either. But luckily for us right here and for family weekend, I have my parents here too. It's perfect, those perfect weathers. Guys, you haven't been here for too long, but how do you feel about the weather so far?
It is perfect for Parents Weekend. Fabulous weather. Couldn't ask for better.
Dad, how about you?
Beautiful sunny day.
So there's my parents, and I'm sure the sun's going to bounce right off his fantastic, shiny, bald head. But for our purposes, again, we have those 70-degree temperatures, no humidity, so that muggy feeling from earlier in the week, that's gone. And taking a look, hey, I just want to point out, we're going to have a fantastic sunset behind us. With that being said, taking a look around the region, it's going to be the same all around. Out west in Rochester, the same 70-degree temperatures. Up north in Fulton near Lake Ontario, a little bit colder. Down south near those Ithaca areas, Binghamton, Elmira, that Pennsylvania border, it's going to be a little bit warmer. But again, same thing, mostly clouds and a lot of sun. Taking a look into tonight on the other side, well, it's going to be a nice transition. The temperature's not going to drop off too much, only about 9 or 10 degrees, dipping into the high 50s, low 60s. Again, no humidity and a very low chance of rain. So I'm excited for this weekend. I'm glad the weather's cooperating. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Jude. Well, an investigation is now in progress after Syracuse police officers responded to a stabbing victim last night. A 32-year-old woman suffering from multiple stab wounds to her upper body arrived at St. Joseph's Hospital, where she is expected to survive. The stabbing is believed to have happened around the 2000 block of East Fayette Street, according to SPD. If you have any information, please contact the numbers on your screen.
And an ICE officer has been relieved of his duties and is under investigation following an incident Thursday at a Manhattan immigration courthouse. The officer was seen pushing an Ecuadorian woman to the ground after her husband's arrest.
The woman hit her head during the altercation and was taken to the hospital, but discharged shortly after. A spokeswoman from the Department of Homeland Security said the officer's conduct in this video is unacceptable and beneath the men and women of ICE. And this morning, Onondaga County Executive Ryan McMahon's budget for the 2026 fiscal year was approved. The budget includes a tax rate cut, new police drones, and a grant for local agritourism. Our Olivia Rodriguez visited a local farm to see how this grant will impact Onondaga farmers.
For Julie Liebman, a normal day on the farm means getting your hands a little dirty.
A little more light, guys. That's better.
And she should know. After 37 years of owning and running Rocking Horse Farm with her family, her and her animals have become a staple of the community.
A lot of our couples come back later with their kid when they have kids, and they come back to see the animals and just want to hang out for like a couple hours.
From Christmas trees like these to the alpacas out in the field, Julie has worked for over 3 decades to make Rocking Horse what it is today. But with a $200,000 grant from the government, it could become even more.
I would probably do a lot more promotion to the public to come out, advertising and marketing with some of that money to reach out and get a bigger market.
This morning, County Executive Ryan McMahon's proposed budget for 2026 was approved. This new budget includes a $200,000 grant for agritourism. And for local farmers, this money will mean more exposure, which can make all the difference.
I know there's a lot of people that still don't realize, number one, we're even here.
Local farmers like Julie have a massive impact on the economy, with Onondaga County having an over $350 million economic impact. But with extreme weather conditions and a drought, McMahon's grant is essential to supporting local farmers.
And it brings us a lot of pleasure to see people come out to cut their own Christmas trees and to pick their own apples and just enjoy the outside.
Because for Julie, the grant would go to feeding the folks in her own backyard. Literally. Olivia Rodriguez, NCC News.
Thank you, Olivia. Well, New York residents will be getting an extra check in the mail. New York Governor Kathy Hochul announced inflation refund checks will mail out starting in October. Over 8 million eligible New Yorkers will receive checks for up to $400. You are not required to apply or sign up. The new checks come as grocery and healthcare prices rise.
Because what they're doing is unconscionable. Making 2 million New Yorkers live in fear that they're going to lose their health care. They won't be able to pay to go to a doctor. Preventative care for their little babies.
The New York checks will be mailed directly if you filed a tax return, if you're below the income thresholds, and if no one else has claimed you as a dependent.
And the New York State Liquor Authority is expanding liquor licenses to more venues. This includes axe throwing, virtual reality, go-karting, and mini golf. While safety is a main concern, the new licenses could provide a boost for small business owners.
A lot of small businesses like ourselves really look for ways to increase our traffic, bring repeat business, find other ways to encourage our visitors to engage with activities on premises. And historically, it's been really challenging for activities such as axe throwing or things where there's more of a sense of danger to get approved for temporary or permanent on-premises liquor licenses.
Collins also ensures he can maintain a safe environment through wristbands, age checks, and heightened security.
And coming up, former FBI Director James Comey indicted, a case the first of its kind.
Plus, Netanyahu speaks to the United Nations, how members reacted after the break.
Let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family.
Yeah!
Oh, I thought you were on my team.
You're watching Citrus TV News Live at 6 with Anjana Dasam, Matt Lesnik, and Jude Bazerman. And now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Now to the latest. Former FBI Director James Comey has been indicted with lying to the Congress. The indictment comes after first targeting senior officials involved in the investigation over Russian influence in the 2016 election.
Trump appeared to urge Attorney General Pam Bondi to prosecute his political enemies just days ago. When asked about the indictment, Trump implied there would be others.
It's not a list, but I think there'll be others. I mean, they're corrupt. These were corrupt, radical left Democrats, who Comey essentially was he was worse than a Democrat. I would say the Democrats are better than Comey.
In a video posted after his indictment, Comey said, quote, "My heart is broken for the Department of Justice, but I have great confidence in the federal judicial system, and I'm innocent, so let's have a trial."
Our senior political anchor Luke Radel spoke to CBS News Justice correspondent SU alum Scott McFarland, who emphasized how this case is a first of its kind.
But everything about this is bonkers. The president posting his criticisms of James Comey, calling for the case declaratively, championing the case after it's filed, calling Comey a dirty cop, as he did on social media Friday. None of that has precedent, so we don't know how that's going to play out in the courts. A defense lawyer could have a field day with that. The judge may have concerns about that, or it may not matter at all.
A federal judge has temporarily blocked the deportation of dozens of migrant children. Arizona's District Judge Rosemary Marquez says granted a preliminary injunction to Guatemalan and Honduran children who arrived in the U.S. alone. The ruling will extend to children living in shelters or foster care.
A lawsuit was also filed on behalf of the 69 children by the Florence Immigration and Refugee Rights Project. After the Trump administration deportation threats, Marquez said, quote, "The foundations of the defendants is that defendants are reuniting plaintiff children with parents abroad, but counsel could not identify a single instance of coordination between a parent and any government, American or Guatemalan."
Please, order in the hall. Please, order in the hall.
Dozens of UN members walked out today as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu came to speak. The Prime Minister responded to countries deciding to recognize a Palestinian state, saying that they'll encourage terrorism.
Netanyahu also emphasized his commitment against Hamas, saying that Israel must finish the job and that his nation won't buckle under pressure.
Coming up after the break, I'll have your 5-day forecast. Stay with us.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Well, the sun might be setting this evening, but that good weather we've had in the last couple hours here, that's not going away anytime soon. As soon I keep misspeaking. This afternoon it rained a little bit, but luckily, even though we've had that muggy weather from earlier in the week, that's all going away. Let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. Heading into tomorrow, mostly cloudy, but for that football game, temperature-wise, perfect for tailgating and walking around with your families. Sunday, that's going to be the best day to do anything outdoors. I'm talking Green Lakes, Shittenango Falls, anything like that. Sunny and 81. Low 53, and that's late at night, early in the morning. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Heading into the early parts of next week. Again, those high temperatures, they're sticking around. Monday is going to be 80 with some clouds. Tuesday, a little bit more clouds, but that same temperature. And then heading into Wednesday, that temperature is going to drop off just a little bit into the high 60s, but no clouds. So it's a little bit of a trade-off, I would say. But I also want to make note of the low temperatures on Tuesday and Wednesday. Those are about 30, 20-degree drop-offs from the high. So you might want to keep that in mind when bundling up to go to sleep, or if you're getting up early to go to class. Later in the day, it's going to warm up and be pretty hot, and I know that's often pretty challenging for me picking out what clothes to wear, what times of the day. Now, let's look at our radar. This is for tomorrow morning heading into Sunday morning, and New York State, well, we're sticking pretty dry, especially central New York. So again, perfect for the game, perfect weather for a family weekend. But if you're driving up tonight or tomorrow morning to catch the game from New Jersey, Connecticut, New York City, might not be the best luck. Going to be hit with some rains. Nothing too heavy, but might add a couple minutes to that drive. Now, I want to just talk about the vibes forecast for a little bit. It's high, and it's as simple as that. There's nothing better than Parents' Weekend, and I know my co-anchors agree. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jude. Well, an artist is bringing the sound of Louisiana-style Zydeco music right here to the city of Syracuse.
Our reporter Chloe Breeze shares his story.
Drums, a rub board, a guitar, and the accordion. All things that create Curly Taylor and the Zydeco Trouble. This is Curly Taylor, creator of the band and accordion player. He describes music as his whole world.
Well, I love music. I sleep music. I eat music. I drink music. Everything is music, you know. So.
Now, Curly created Curly Taylor and the Zydeco Troubles almost over 2 decades ago. But he says it all started with the family bonds of his Louisiana roots.
So I got started in music with my dad. My dad had a Zydeco band also, and he's a blues singer. And I had an uncle that played guitar with the king of Zydeco. But so it's like it was already in our blood on music and everything. So I was just destined to do this music.
Zydeco is a mix of jazz, blues, and rock and roll, something that Jalen Hudson, only being a member for 4 months, loves to be a part of.
For me in my life, it's really, like I said, stability. It's being able to say I can take care of myself off of my talent, you know, which is not something that's easy to do. So it's a beautiful thing just to be a part of something that's bigger than you know.
Curly Taylor and the Zydeco Trouble have traveled across the country sharing Zydeco music, recently coming back to Syracuse for the first time in 2 years. But no matter where they travel to, they always have one goal.
But at least when we leave, we want to make sure everybody leave happy and they feeling fine and everybody has smiles on their faces. And after it's over, all they worry is, you know, it's like it don't matter to them. All they know is that they came to have a good time.
Reporting for CitrusTV News, I'm Chloe Breeze.
Thanks, Chloe. Well, Jimmy Kimmel is back on the air, and even more stations across the country after Sinclair Broadcast Group announced they're ending its blackout. Kimmel was off the air for days after controversial comments related to Charlie Kirk.
And just over an hour ago, the Nexstar, the owner of the ABC station here in Syracuse, said it will be bringing back the show to local stations. Now that both Sinclair and Nexstar have brought it back, the boycott on Jimmy Kimmel Live has officially ended.
And today, the university announced a new senior vice president for business development. Dan Dillon will now take over efforts to expand SU's business development portfolio and serve as a member of the chancellor's executive team.
Dillon has over 3 decades of experience in marketing, business development, and higher education. He will begin his appointment at the end of October.
Guys, coming up in sports, Ricky Collins makes his first collegiate start, and I'm going to explain why Fran Brown isn't changing the playbook.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry.
sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Welcome into sports. I'm AJ Myers. Anytime someone starts riding a bike, they typically use training wheels, but after a while, that safety cushion is gone. For Syracuse quarterback Ricky Collins, the training wheels are off for the first time in the redshirt sophomore's collegiate career. With QB1 Steve Angeli out for the season, Collins makes his first ever start on a collegiate field. With LSU, the Baton Rouge native completed just 7 passes, and the signal caller connected on just 7 this year for the Orange. Yet head coach Fran Brown is placing no training wheels on the playbook ahead of this weekend.
We'll be fine, and I think that our coordinators, you just spoke highly of the offensive coordinator and our co-coordinator, and I feel the same way, and I think Nuns is a really good quarterback coach, so Ricky will continue to move that on.
Against Duke, Collins can lean on veteran receivers Darrell Gill Jr. and Justice Ross Simmons. The wideout found the end zone 8 times this season, and the Orange and Blue Devils, they meet in the Dome tomorrow at noon, and Citrus TV has wall-to-wall coverage for you, starting with a live Cuse countdown from outside the Dome at 11, and after the game, Orange Press Pass has full coverage at 4:30. You can see all of that right here on Citrus TV's YouTube page. So a fun day of football tomorrow. But tonight, right now on the Hill, number 6 Syracuse field hockey, they just got underway against number 7 Duke. Prior to the game, the 2015 National Championship team was honored. If Lynn Farquhar's group wants to replicate something like that, the Orange need to improve in conference. The Cuse has dropped its last 2 matches to ranked Wake Forest and Virginia by just a goal. Right now, the Orange are locked at 0 with the Blue Devils, but actually I just got word that Syracuse, they scored a goal, so they're ahead 1-0 right now. And it's all about the West Coast for soccer this weekend. The men's team takes on Cal Saturday for the first meeting between the Orange and Golden Bears. The women's team, they fell to Cal 1-0 last night. If Nikki Thrasher-Adams' team wants to get past third-ranked Stanford, they're going to have to lean on goalkeeper Shea Vanderbosch. It is highly anticipated in that one that Vanderbosch will break the all-time save record that is held by Courtney Bronsarrow. The record is at 344. The expectation is Vanderbosch, she just needs 2 more saves. She'll get past that. On the ice, Syracuse dropped the puck for the first time yesterday. The Cuse lost 4-0 to Minnesota Duluth. The sides are facing off at Tinity Ice Pavilion right now, and the struggle for Syracuse women's ice hockey on Thursday was the power play. They went 0 for 6 on it. It's a great weekend to be a baseball fan. Well, maybe not if you're a Mets fan. The New York is barely hanging on to the final wild card spot. Cincinnati is just a game back. The Reds and Brewers, they play this weekend, and the Mets start a series with the Marlins. Similar drama in the Bronx. The Yankees are tied for first place with the Blue Jays in the AL East. Yet Toronto holds the head-to-head tiebreaker. New York takes on Baltimore, while Toronto plays the Rays. Guys, it is a really exciting baseball weekend, a lot of postseason implications, especially for the Mets, who they could miss out on it.
Yeah, well, going back to, it's Parents' Weekend,
Yes.
Big game tomorrow. What can we expect?
I think what we have to expect from Syracuse, the key that got them over Clemson was that fast start. New quarterback, as I mentioned, in Ricky Collins. They got to get off to another quick start. Put Duke on their heels. You mentioned it, Parents' Weekend. It's going to be a rowdy crowd in the Dome. Fran Brown's got to come out with a lot of energy.
AJ Myers, thank you so much. When we come back, we'll have one last look at your wake-up weather. Don't go anywhere.
Nokia rocking through the night in Syracuse where the music never ends. We're bringing you the sound, the glory, and the trance. From classic hits to the brand new sound. OT is the heartbeat of the underground. With every riff and every scream, we're turning your living room into a rocking dream. You're watching OT and let the thunder roll. Hard rocking rhythms that will shake your soul. On the stage they scream, we bring the fire. OTN television takes you higher. Guitars are shredding, the crowd's going wild. Syracuse vibes with a rebellious style. Locals are legends, they all take a stand in the world of rock.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
So we're going to have great weather later in the week, but let's take a look at what it will look like waking up tomorrow. And hey, I can't ask for much better than that. Low 60s, some clouds in the sky, but also keep in mind that weather is going to warm up as we get towards game time and later in the afternoon.
Well, we have some very special guests in studio. We have Citrus TV parents in the building right now for Family Weekend. And,
well, there's a multitude of events going on for Family Weekend, including a Family Weekend brunch, some tours from some welcomes from each SU college, and a variety of pregame activities. Now, my parents unfortunately could not be here for Family Weekend, but have you guys enjoyed Family Weekend in the past? I know your parents are here; they're in studio right now.
My parents are here. They were on the weather earlier. I think they did a great job. I think they would agree. But yeah, enjoying the game, and then hopefully some outdoor stuff, like I was saying, with that great weather on Sunday.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm from California, so my parents can't make it, but, I do love seeing all the parents coming on, siblings, all for the game. I'm sure the crowd's going to be pretty loud in the Dome today.
Yeah, I could already tell walking to the station this morning. There was a few more cars out. The atmosphere is already building up. I can kind of feel it.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today on Citrus TV News.
Follow us on Citrus TV News on X and Instagram. Have a great night, Syracuse. For the entire Citrus TV News team, I'm Anjana Dasam.
And I'm Matt Lesnik. Have a great night, Syracuse.